I hear we have a new housemate. I will wait to make my introductions until much later.
I don't know, a little chaos around here could be fun. Just trying to see the bright side.
Thanks, Hunter. You're literally a lifesaver. I'll just lie low until my job is done.
Does your job always require you to steal art?
That's what the client wants, sure. Most of the time it's making people sleep forever. The forbidden nap, if you will. Mercenary work is a grab bag of awful stuff, and it rules.
I see the necessity of your work.
You do?
Yes, some forces are too evil to go unchecked.
No, there's a check involved. Usually signed by someone with deep pockets.
Stealing an artifact must be boring by your standards.
You call what we did back there boring? I'd hate to see what you find exciting.
Can you tell me more about the statue?
Do I look like some sort of artsy-fartsy hipster to you?
I am wondering why it was important to you.
Because looking at it made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
If your client was paying you to steal the statue, it must be valuable.
I'm not some TV game show host with a fabulous mustache. I don't get paid to ask questions.
That does not sound very smart.
Hey, I'll have you know my IQ is average.
So, you will not tell me who you work for?
Not unless I want to be on the receiving end of his punishment. Normally, I'd be into that, but he's too scary.
Scary how?
So scary that I took a magical portal to a stranger's house in order to stay away from him.
You are welcome to stay at the Abbey for as long as you need.
I'm gonna leave a Deadpool-sized impression on the couch. That's where I'm headed, unless you still want my attention.
I have questions, if you do not mind.
Sounds like somebody hasn't looked me up on the internet. Shoot.
How come I have never seen you without the mask?
It's physically glued to my face. If I try and remove it, my skin peels off like gum stuck on the bottom of a shoe.
That sounds unpleasant.
The mask helps hide what's going on under here. It ain't pretty, and I don't want to make people barf just by looking at me. That's not as fun. Or I can be honest and say there wasn't the budget for it. You pick whichever one sounds better.
I find it hard to believe you are ugly.
Hey now, I never called myself ugly. This is to protect the softies who can't handle what peak male hotness looks like.
What is your special ability? I have not seen it yet.
Just 'cause I can't shoot lasers or pick up and yeet a bus doesn't mean my power is invisible. Wait, unless I can turn invisible now. Hold on, let me try. Nope, still only got my super regeneration.
Regeneration? You are able to heal quickly?
My healing factor can basically bring me back from anything. No hand, no body, no prob. My cells are always regenerating.
That is incredible.
Makes the life of a merc a lot easier when you literally can't die. Sounds good on a business card, too.
Can you tell me more about your katanas?
Oh, the girls? I'm so glad you asked. They never get any attention. Guns are so impersonal. I like using the old hack and slash approach with these puppies.
I also use swords. Using them takes much skill and strength.
I might not look it, Hunter, but I'm as skilled as hell swordsman. We should dance sometime.
With our swords or with each other?
Both.
Can you tell me why you're called the Merc with a Mouth?
My mouth is special, Hunter. I say all kinds of words with it. That's kind of my shtick.
I do not understand. We all have mouths. What does it mean?
It means I talk a lot, hence Merc with a mouth. I crack jokes and break the fourth wall so much that I may as well be the Kool-Aid Man.
Who were you before becoming Deadpool?
I was just a normal dude, except I had terminal cancer. Then I went through an experiment that was supposed to cure me, but surprise, it didn't. Instead of dying, I got the diagnosis of living forever because of a big oopsie done by bad people who turned Wade Wilson into this guy.
Wade Wilson?
Oops, that's me. Well, before all that crap.
It sounds like you have dealt with a lot, Wade.
Oh, don't even think about it. I have a badass superhero name for a reason.
Before we came to the Abbey, you said you were going to be DLC. What does that mean?
Deadpool living comfortably.
What?
What?
I misspoke. Talk later, Deadpool.
Stringing me along? How cruel.
Bringing Deadpool into the fray was your decision. I hope it was for the best.
The more the merrier, right?
Thanks again, Hunter. If you'll excuse me, I need to mark my territory.
So, the team encountered some new breed vampires up close. Your thoughts?
As Nico says, I am not a fan.
Right there with you.
Sin's involvement concerns me.
Same. I'm still not clear on why some Hydra forces left with her, and others served as vampire food.
Agreed. Hydra is involved with the vampires. It is not yet clear how.
Don't worry. I'm gathering all the intel you'll need. Soon enough, we'll kick the new breed back into whatever hell they crawled out of. Anything else on your mind?
What can you tell me about this new breed?
Well, from a spotty centuries-old reference and the data we've collected, new breed vampires are basically fangs, claws, and a bottomless stomach. They live to feed. But they don't drink blood. They eat people whole.
Can they turn humans into vampires?
Well, they create new hemolisks from whatever they can't digest. Strange suggested some kind of dark magic regurgitation.
The boundaries of dark magic are ever expanding.
And gross. I won't mind if they shrink a little.
How do classic vampires differ from new breed vampires?
These Zoomer vampires are more outgoing. They hunt in packs and don't seem to care if anyone notices them. They have similar weaknesses, sunlight still kills them, but not everything lines up. No need to invite them in, they're happy to smash through the door. Oh, and while they don't turn people into vampires, they can infect classic vampires who then serve as portable hemolisks for the new breed.
What do we know about Sin?
Apparently, she's a vampire. A vamp classic, not the new breed. That was news to me. Before that, S.H.I.E.L.D. knew her as a decently competent Hydra luminary. Sin always got a ton of leeway because she's Red Skull's grandkid.
Red Skull?
The yin to Steve's yang. Founded Hydra, fought on the wrong side of World War II, and had a nasty itch for world domination.
Do you think Sin could be working for my mother?
She and Faustus used to fight like a sack of rats. Whatever her game is, Hydra as a whole doesn't seem to be a part of it.
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
So, word on the street is that the Abbey just got a massive shipment of artisan sodas. I thought we could throw a couple back, like partners on the force in one of those buddy cop movies.
Throw back. Ah, yes, like a toast? Agatha was quite fond of them.
Rad idea. Know any good ones?
Well, my Asgardian is quite rusty, but I suppose I could try. Of course, I would need some sort of goblet to throw into the mirror, and a nice sharp axe for the
How about I go first just to set a nice safe benchmark? So, what flavor soda can I get you?
There is more than one flavor?
Oh yeah. There's Thor's Thirst, Black Widow Bubbles, Loki Lime, Radioactive Rockenberry.
Radioactive what?
You know what? You just chill there, and I'll pick one out for you, partner.
Did you sleep well?
Oh, sure. I can pass out just about anywhere.
Well, I hope the Abbey starts to feel like home for you soon.
You know what they say? Home is where the unresolved childhood trauma is. I'm sure you've got plenty of that.
Everyone has scars from their youth. I am no different.
Being here doesn't cause you to, oh, I don't know, dissociate?
What is that?
When you take a break from reality and shut the brain off. You should try it sometime.
No. Despite some unpleasant memories, I am still quite fond of the Abbey.
Ooh, someone should really write a case study about you. Don't worry about me, I love weird. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to explore all of the Abbey's nooks and crannies in great detail.
Blade, can we speak in private?
Is it about the chore wheel? Because I'm not swapping.
No, it is not about that.
Good. Everyone knows how I feel about dish duty.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
No. Hell no.
I thought you were close with Magic.
I am. That's why I won't do it. I told Nico, and I'll tell you. Magic skims the last chapter of a mystery before starting the book. The woman does not like surprises.
Sounds like she would want to know about the party.
Might not go over well with Nico, but Magic would appreciate it. That's your call.
Do you know why she dislikes surprises?
Does she need a reason? That's how she is.
Is there anyone else who could help prep for the party?
Outside the Midnight Suns, that Parker kid has way too much energy. May as well put it to good use.
Thanks, Blade.
For what? Kid's annoying. You'd be doing me a favor by keeping him off my back. Do half vampires need sunblock? Can your fangs drain a cream-filled cake? If we bite each other, would we have the same powers? It never ends.
Thanks, Hunter.
How's my face?
Do you have time to speak in private?
Are you firing me? Am I getting fired?
No. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I panicked. Sure. Let's talk.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
Really? She asked for me?
Her hands are full, so I am delegating.
Sure. I'm the new guy. I get it. How can I pitch in?
She needs help decorating the party room.
I can tape balloons to the ceiling while standing on it. I am so in.
I took care of that for you.
Tony and Doc, I'm ready when you are. Central will crack the code. Now we know what they're up to. This should keep someone busy. Thanks, Hunter.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
Welcome, Hunter.
We need to talk.
Yes?
We should speak in private.
Just what I need. Intrigue. Lead the way.
Nico is planning to throw you a surprise birthday party.
And why do you tell me this?
I heard you hate surprises. I figured you would want to know.
Thank you for revealing this to me. Did she say how many people?
Just the Midnight Suns. Also Spider-Man.
Small crowd.
What now?
What else? I survived the party.
Who did you want me to meet?
Hunter of the Abbey, may I formally introduce you to the Hell Ride. I always like to show her to all my friends, and just realized that we've been so busy beating back your mom's forces, I haven't had a chance to give you an up-close look at her. Gorgeous, right? Even without the extra hell sauce, she's a beast.
She is one of a kind. As are you, Robbie.
Thanks, Hunter. You always make me feel like, I don't know, like I'm part of this whole thing. Don't get me wrong, I love Nico and the rest of the Suns like family. But, well, sometimes I feel more like invisible by day, rattling chains by night. Know what I mean?
You are not a ghost to me, Robbie.
Maybe not. But I have a feeling the two of us are gonna haunt the armies of Lilith anyway.
Oh, you are gonna love this. How's it going, boss? This never gets old. What do you think? If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. Later.
Let's do this.
New and improved.
I think we've got something for everyone.
No, you shouldn't have. Sword on sword action, baby. I'm gonna need a back.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here.
What's up, Sunshine?
Salutations.
Getting reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not? You've met? Gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before they...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is this lab?
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait. You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see. Never seen that before.
No one is to blame but yourself.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
Be my victim.
Here we go! Maybe, I don't know, you should have asked Lilith for cooler outfits?
So be it. I've been waiting.
Good one!
You've left me no choice. You're making it hard to resist the bloodlust.
I think that's gonna leave a mark.
Reinforcements inbound.
These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop you from feeding on them.
You know as well as I do, Blade. Your thirst, my fight. We can only fight it for so long.
Some of us have tried harder than others.
Oh, you think I haven't tried to end this?
I think you don't mind that you failed.
Here we go again! Sometimes I even impress myself. Looks like it's up to me.
You asked for it.
Okay, that was awesome.
You should never have come here.
You've made a grave mistake.
On camera, on the move.
Maybe you don't understand my path, Blade. I have surmounted one challenge after another just to reach this point.
I know what you've been trying to do since you turned, and it has nothing to do with stopping the thirst.
Where my blood fails me, I have no choice but to feed. But that doesn't mean I can't change at all.
Hate to break up the moment, but we should probably deal with the bad guys, right?
I think you got him. You're done.
You and the Punisher must get along really well.
About time. I'm on it. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Coming at you! This would be a lot easier if you guys just give up now.
They've got friends.
You were born the greatest gift any vampire could ever hope for, Blade. To see the sun with your own eyes.
None of this is a gift. Maybe that's what you don't understand about me.
Almost feel like I'm intruding here, but I'm glad you're working out your issues. I'm on it!
remember who started this.
Maybe you should teach me that one. Who's next? I'll make quick work of you.
You should have been more careful. How about a bit of teamwork?
Beautiful.
I doubt they were expecting such resistance. All my work lost.
What kind of work, Doc? This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it to them.
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a vial. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone. Along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
Looks like they're back for seconds.
Nah, they have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
Then we shall dissuade them.
Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
You left out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary. You've left me no choice. I feel invigorated.
That's one hell of a move.
Hurt if you're not careful.
Watch. No.
Well, I know I've never run into a vampire in New York.
Let's do it! Give the mother my regards in hell.
Our belts are responding.
I knew you couldn't be trusted, Morbius. Hydra or not, this is wrong.
The work Hydra has done with gamma injection was too...
So you've been using them as some kind of guinea pigs? Sounds a little unethical, Doc.
As opposed to the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big difference. That's a neat trick.
Try this on for size. And I'm good.
Looking good, feeling good. Time to bleed. These fanatics are always the same. Get some. Get.
Wait, that hurt!
Lucky shot.
I'm up for reinforcing.
If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation and false imprisonment. Because it's, you know, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero.
Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here. Try this on for size.
think you got him.
More Hydra coming in quick!
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just lucky I'm working with the Sons again.
As opposed to what?
Me leaving you here with your experiments. Permanently.
Maybe we can all hug this out later. Looks like it's up to me! Should come in handy. Find a new line of work.
This is gonna hurt.
I'm not really into guns, but you make a compelling argument.
Now remember who started this.
Move back!
Oh, they smell nervous. Never seen that before.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
No further abomination.
Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With us?
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey?
Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. This once.
Hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
You surprised me earlier, and I do not like surprises, but any friend of Peter is a friend of mine.
I am relieved to hear it. You have a wonderful home, and a great many resources. I look forward to making use of them.
How do you think you will help?
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should that matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
Of course not. Let me put it like this. If you understand the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
I'm all for pushing vampires. Off a cliff if possible.
As long as they don't turn into bats and fly away, that could work.
Ah, I see you really are a vampire expert.
I think you'll be happy to know that I've actually already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes. The vampires have taken that from me.
Then we must take it back.
That is why I'm here. And I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
I want to know a little more about you first.
Naturally. I am an open book.
I've heard you called a living vampire. What does that mean?
It means that unlike most vampires, I have a pulse.
How is this possible?
Most vampires are tied to the supernatural realm. They are undead creatures. My gifts are a boon of science. I am wholly unique in that way. Quite literally a freak of nature.
Who were you before you became a vampire?
I was born with a rare, degenerative blood condition. My disease would have proven fatal if I had not taken matters into my own hands and experimented on my body using vampire bat DNA. I cured myself, but there were side effects.
You seem to know Blade and Spider-Man well. What is your impression of them?
When I first became the living vampire, I struggled with my baser instincts. It took me a while to maintain control over my appetite. Spider-Man and Blade were the first two heroes I encountered, and they protected many innocent people from my wrath.
You mean they fought you?
Yes. But I am grateful, because they encouraged me to become a better man. Though I wish Blade's approach hadn't been nearly so ferocious.
I would like to know more about your capabilities.
Like a traditional vampire, I possess enhanced strength, speed, and acute senses. An accelerated healing factor allows me to bounce back from otherwise mortal injuries. And while I cannot fly in the traditional sense, I have the psionic ability to glide over great distances.
Do you share other vampiric weaknesses?
One of the advantages of being a living vampire is that I do not have those Achilles heels. I could drink holy water all day, and a silver bullet stings like a lead one. One slight exception is daylight. I do not burn under the sun, but my eyes are sensitive to the light, and my powers are somewhat dampened during the daytime.
Do you have to consume blood like any other vampire?
Regrettably, not only do I need to consume human blood, I crave it. But you do not need to worry. I keep my cravings in check these days, and only feed on those who prey on others.
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
Yo, got a sec? Hey Hunter, Parker and I cooked something up and we think you should be a part of it. Oh, you know, if you're free.
I could be free.
Right on. Then let's head over to the shop and... oops. Almost spoiled the surprise. Tell you what, if you come with me, just for a bit, I promise we won't waste your time.
All right. Where are we headed?
Oh, it's not too far. I can't wait till you see it.
Hey, you made it!
Told you.
You want to give the rundown, or should I?
I got this. Welcome to the shop.
What is this place?
For me, it's a piece of home away from home.
You call it the shop, but I see nothing for sale.
That's the beauty. For me, it's an auto shop. For Parker, it's a workshop. We're both wondering what it's going to be for you.
Quite a setup. What need does it fulfill?
All kinds. Usually, I work on the Hell Ride, and Parker tinkers with his web gadgets. And as we do, we brainstorm ideas of what we could work on together.
There must be a reason you do this here instead of the Forge.
2 reasons. Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. We wanted a place with good vibes and less bickering. Where we could focus on a project without the smartest men in the world telling us how to do it better. The shop is where you work things out for yourself.
I understand why the two of you are here, but why invite me?
Caretaker always described you as someone who worked with their hands. You made things. You did the work. So we want to make things with you. Help you do the work.
You two are so thoughtful. Where do I start?
Wherever you want. Why not let Parker give you a quick rundown on our current project? After that, we'll close up the shop.
All right.
It's all pretty neat, huh? There's not enough here to give you a tour, but I did want to show off our first project. Don't have a name for this yet, but if you run into Eddie again, Venom, we think this could give you an edge. When we fought Eddie, the symbiote reacted strongly to your presence. It noticed something about you and tensed up. Our project takes advantage of this.
This project of yours, what does it do?
Our first prototype dulls your presence around the symbiote. Makes you harder for Eddie to notice.
So, symbiote muffler?
Ha! It is now. The other prototype will help if you're ever caught in Eddie's tendrils. It blasts a distracting subsonic pulse that should give you time to both fight your way out and hit him with a counter.
Like your zingers that keep him distracted?
You know, Robbie and I should let you name all our projects. Then we need to miniaturize it so it fits in your suit. But we can have it ready pretty quick.
If I had a web shooter, you could spend more time in the shop.
Maybe, but you'd probably glue yourself to the floor. And what would that do to the great and mighty Hunter's reputation? Oh yeah, I can scrounge enough components to finish this project, but if there were more, we'd have more options. I'll put together a list and send it to your Spark. Bring what you can next time you're here.
All right.
So, how'd it turn out?
Better than expected.
Sick.
Robbie can show you out. Let him know when you're ready to go.
So, that's the shop. What do you think?
You and Parker have outdone yourselves.
Then think of what the three of us can do. I'll give you a heads up before shop class meets again.
Shop class?
Right. That's what we're calling our time here. See you then. Parker, you stick. What's good?
Thanks for giving Morbius a shot, Hunter. I hope I didn't abuse your trust.
What you doing, Charlie?
If Morbius is anything like Blade, I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Blade, are you actually comfortable with Morbius living here?
Comfortable? I'll never be comfortable around that monster. But if I'm being generous, he could be useful.
If this was a mistake, let me know. We will do whatever you think is best.
Hey, I don't want that responsibility. If this goes south, I'm not taking the blame.
What exactly is your history with Morbius?
I don't like getting into that.
But the two of you have fought before. What makes you think we can trust him now?
I never said we could trust him. If that man loses control to his bloodthirst, I'll end him myself. But the vampires are using his experiments against us. We need him to clean up his own mess.
So Morbius is just a tool to you?
Call it whatever you want. I call it practical.
Anything else on your mind?
What happens if Hydra successfully replicates Morbius's prototype sample?
Sunproof vampires seem like a bad idea for all involved.
Maybe not for the vampires.
For now, it's just a scary theory. Even if it works, there could be side effects, like new breed vampires bursting into flame upon contact with oxygen. Yeah, wishful thinking, but prototypes can be unpredictable. Just to ask Hank Pym about Ultron.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
Sorry we didn't give you a heads up before. You know, about bringing a vampire into the Abbey. It all happened kind of fast.
Are you sure we can trust Morbius?
Yeah. Morbius has his demons, but he's a teddy bear. A snarly teddy bear. With fangs. But there's stuffing in there, somewhere.
This is not helping your argument.
What I'm trying to say is that Morbius has a good heart. And exceptionally good blood.
Good blood?
Yeah. Whatever Morbius did to transform his body infused the heme in his blood with curative properties. I'd love to help him study it further, if I ever have the time. Since we're fighting new breed vampires, we'd do well to have a living vampire in our corner.
I'm the first guy who'll tell you not to judge a book by its cover.
Doctor, meet the doctor. Now, the Abbey has as many PhDs as you'd find on your average go-
Checking in on me already, Hunter? I haven't had time to get into trouble.
You can never be sure.
I suppose. What can I do for you?
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime. Yeah.
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy.
Stephen, have you worked with Morbius before?
Oh, yes. He is a formidable ally. He once assisted me in a battle against a Fear Lord from the Dream Dimension.
Fear Lords are powerful foes.
Yes, it was a boisterous battle, so I was pleased to have Morbius at my side. Undoubtedly, he will be a favorable ally against Lilith as well.
So you have no reservations about letting him stay in the Abbey?
None at all. As long as he doesn't grow too hungry, we'll all be fine.
Wait, what should we do if he gets hungry?
We should all be on guard.
Stephen, I need details.
As with any vampire, he could lose control and eat every one of us, but I do not think that will happen.
Tony, what is your impression of Morbius?
Well, we've never actually met, but Strange talks highly of him.
I am uncomfortable inviting a vampire to live in the Abbey.
Hey, I know what you mean. Half the people on my board of directors are vampires. Not literal bloodsuckers, but they definitely try to sink their teeth into you. Or your pocketbook.
Maybe.
The guy's a freak, no doubt. But every genius is. You should have seen half my professors back at MIT. Or that Tony Stark guy who's always in the news. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've read a few of Morbius's papers on DNA manipulation, and it's years ahead of anyone else. He could be a valuable asset.
So you think we can trust him?
Well, I never said that. But he could be useful. So, another vampire-ish teammate.
Curious.